Namo Amitabha. Thank you for joining me for a daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. For our Dharma lessons, we've been reading Pure-Land Zen, Zen Pure-Land, the letters of Patriarch Yin Kuang. Today we're beginning letter 17. The 5 skandhas are all empty. In Shanghai recently, there were many gatherings where revelations and prophecies were proclaimed. Their messages about abandoning evil ways and practicing wholesome deeds, as well as their pronouncements on birth and death, cause and effect, while superficial and limited, are very useful for everyday morality and the minds of ordinary persons. However, the points they made concerning the future and the Buddha Dharma are somewhat vague and not free from error. As disciples of the Buddhas, we should not oppose or reject those pronouncements because doing so may hinder the good actions of others. At the same time, however, we should not repeat or extol them, lest we be guilty of chimerical statements and conjectures that bring harm and disorder to the Dharma and engender doubts among the people. This old monk, knowing himself to be beset with many karmic obstructions, would not dare abandon reason for emotion and thus cause others to err. He begs the reader to take both emotion and reason into account when following his advice in order to avoid harmful actions. Think this over. The word samadhi is translated as correct concentration. It is the state of dissipation of delusion and emergence of the truth, tranquil and bright. How can there be any realm or state within it? Therefore, the Surangama Sutra states, perfect attainment of the fruit of enlightenment is non-attainment of anything. The Zen practitioner relies only on his own strength, self-power, without seeking the Buddha's assistance. Therefore, when he exerts himself to the limit in cultivation, the true and the false assail each other, giving rise to many states and realms that suddenly appear and disappear. It is as though a heavy rain is abating. The dark clouds disperse, the overcast sky suddenly clears. Things change back and forth without warning. These states and realms are difficult for those who do not possess transcendental vision to distinguish. If the cultivator mistakenly considers these manifestations to be true, he is immediately possessed by demons and becomes insane. On the other hand, when the Pure-Land practitioner earnestly recites Buddha Amitabha's name and his 10,000 virtues, it is like the sun shining in the middle of empty space, or a walk along a broad, straight path. Not only are demons and evil spirits nowhere in sight, but deluded thoughts disappear as well. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me today.